I am announcing the theme of today's meeting. You can, if you think you can. Our positive thinking can enable us to achieve any kind of success. Without further ado, I am inviting the president, the leader of Mirpur Toastmasters Club, the presiding officers for today, Mr. Mirza Shafiqul Islam. Over to Mirza Shafiqul Islam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fahim. I would like to thanks all of you to join with Mirpur Toastmasters meeting. After the meeting, we will have another session with the feedback session from the guests and others. So without delay, I would like to request to the Toastmasters of the day to run today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, Toastmaster Mirza Shafiqul Islam. Good evening, Mr. President, fellow Toastmaster and guests. It's my pleasure to welcome you all today, fifth regular meeting of Mirpur Toastmaster Club. As a Toastmaster of the day, my responsibility is that to introduce to the speakers and conduct the full meeting of today. Many of you now are interested, what is Toastmaster? Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational platform where teachers public speaking, leadership skills through worldwide network through the club. It provides positive and supportive learning experience which can empower our members to develop their communications and leadership skills. And all you know that today's theme of the day is that you can, if you think you can. Again said, you can, if you think you can. The theme mentions about if you want to something passionately, of course you can achieve your goal and target. And it's fully dependent on your mindset. All of you know that in this world, there are two mindset of people. One is growth mindset of people, and another one is a fixed mindset of people. And if you think you can, you can. For the benefit of the guest, I like to explain the structure of the meeting. The meeting is divided into 3 rounds. First one is prepared speech, where members will delivering speeches based on their projects path that they have chosen. The second part of the session is that the most important and exciting sessions, that is table topics round, where members can practicing thinking, speaking on their feet. And this round is also known as the impromptu speak session. And guests are welcome to participate in this round as well as, and so I think you will also enjoy it so much. The third and final part of the evaluations round, in which all prepared speeches as well as other spec of the sessions will be delivered by the and his team. So now this is the time I'd like to request to the speaking elevator. He is none other than the heart of Bangladesh Toastmaster community, Director L5 and President Bangladesh Youth Toastmasters Club, Toastmasters Jamaluddin Jemi. Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jemi.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening, everyone. The purpose of general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I'll take notes on everything that happens and that doesn't happen. I have already started taking notes on that. Though it is a new club, I mean, the club hasn't been chartered yet, but Toastmasters meeting is a Toastmasters meeting, should be professionally conducted from Sajid Rams to everyone. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of your preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. As a role taker, as a speaker, as an evaluator, whatever the duties you perform today, I'll be evaluating you. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report. This is a vast task, right? And I cannot do it alone, of course. To do so, I do have a competent team. Let me introduce my competent team today. First of all, I'd like to invite the grammarian of today's meeting, Toastmaster Renessa Hart, to explain his role as a grammarian and introduce word of the day. Toastmaster Renessa Hart.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami. The role of a grammarian is to find out any grammatical mistakes or any unused word used in a sentence by any speaker. And this is the main role of the grammarian. And as it's also the role of the grammarian to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day would be petrichor, Petrichor, petrichor. Now, what is petrichor? The nice smell the nice smell that is produced after the dry weather, the first rain. When the first rain is there, you can have a nice smell of the soil. The smell is actually produced by the soil and the oil of the plants, also by the bacteria situated in the soil. So that would be the word of the day. That is the petrichor, the nice smell after the first rain pours down. Thank you, Toastmaster Jami. On to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Renessa Hart. I'd like to request you to just paste the word of the day and meaning in the chat box so that all the participants can see that they use it while speaking. Thank you very much. In Mirpur Toastmasters Club, we are going to charter soon. So the active members I have ever seen, and Renessa Hart is one of them. Thank you very much. Now it's time to invite our second role taker, very important role taker. We call our counter of today's meeting, and he is none other than Toastmaster Mahbubur Rahman. Toastmaster Mahbubur Rahman, the account of today's meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jami. Today I am a counter for this meeting. My role is to count the irrelevant preposition, unnecessary words like and the long pause and the repeat words of the speaker and the tabletop of the speaker. After the session, I will present my report so that they can know how many are and how many are unused what they use, so that they can improve in their next speech. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahbub, another veteran Toastmaster. I'm future leader of Mirpur Toastmaster Club. Thank you very much. I love the enthusiasm you people are showing here to be part of this meeting. Thank you very much. Our third role taker, auxiliary role taker, is the timer. I would like to request Arif Zawad, the timer of today's meeting, to explain his role as a timer and showcase or demonstrate the timing procedure.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami. I will be the timer for today. To be a good speaker, you need to precisely deliver your message, and the leadership skill you get from precise delivery is unbound. And today I am sharing the rules of timekeeping. First of all, the prepared speech. The participants will get 5 to 7 minutes for their prepared speech. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And 7 minutes, I will show the red card. And then come the table topic speakers. They will get 2 minutes at best. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1.5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will show the red cards. For evaluation, the evaluators would get 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. At 5 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And I will show the red card at 3 minutes. Hope all of you will be precise in your delivery. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll come back again at the end of the meeting with our detailed report from our auxiliary role takers as well as from general evaluator. At the end of the meeting, whenever called upon by Toastmaster of the evening. With that note, I'd like to hand it over the session to Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Saqib Arman. Toastmaster Saqib.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami. And now these are the time we're going to start of our meeting. The meeting is going to, I mentioned about that there are 3 parts of the meeting. And now the session will be conducted is that prepared speech. Now these are the time our first speaker this round will attempt in level 1 ice-breaking speech. He is none other than Sharia Islam. Now these are the tasks. Our first speech letter. She is none other than Finance Manager Area L and member of Bangladesh Your Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Tazin Tisha. I like to request Toastmaster Tazin Tisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. The purpose of this project is for the particular member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking. It will be a 4-minute to 6-minute speech at max. I'm looking forward to hearing something interesting from Toastmaster Sharia Islam as his evaluator and how he presents himself before the audience. I wish you all the luck for your very first speech today. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Tanzin Tisha. Now I'd like to request the first speaker of today's meeting. He is none other than Toastmaster Sharia. He is a youth development practitioner and working with the youth development sector last few years. And he is the speaker. He will represent ice-breaking speech. An ice-breaking speech is the very beginning speech of a Toastmaster's journey. Now this is the time I like to request Toastmaster Sharia Islam to present his first speech, the ice-breaking speech. Toastmaster Sharia Islam.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakib Bhai, and warm welcome to everyone. Good evening, very good evening. So my today's topic is specifically life's turning point because of addiction. We all know that addiction is a very bad term, but I don't blame the term addiction specifically. From my perspective, if the addiction is on something which drives me for creating the history, then I love this addiction specifically. Yes, I am Sharia Islam, who have been addicted to something like this for more than 3.5 years actually. The journey of this addiction started in August 2016 with BYLC, Bangladesh Youth Leadership Summit, Bangladesh Youth Leadership Center. Specifically, the program was Youth Leadership Summit 2016. So from that summit, specifically, I learned 3 lines and I got addicted to those 3 lines. Specifically, I love to utter these 3 lines actually. For developing the society, first line, for developing the society, I have to develop myself first. The second line, dedication is when I challenge my limit. And the third line, grow more and contribute more. Believing on these 3 lines, and I got addicted to creating history. Later on, I started the journey of addiction specifically. And the addiction is specifically creating history and youth development, continuous development, and grow more and learning more. So from that point on, I actually worked with more than 20 organizations, youth organizations in my student life, beside my educational study, basically. So I started with BYLC and I worked as a volunteer, then campus ambassador, and then intern of admissions in BYLC. Then I completed my journey with BYLC specifically. Then I actually went to the part of contributing more for my society. So by the grace of Almighty, I got chance as the head of campus affairs of Skill Hunt, and I contributed more than 1,000 students there as the head of campus affairs, and I directly coordinated more than 100 campus ambassador team. So later on, I got promoted to Mind Work specifically as the chief of youth affairs, and is specifically an organization which completely focuses on lean management and continuous development. So from that point on, I coordinated many trainings there for my students, and I love the journey with MindWorks, and specifically love the journey of learning together. And later on, specifically, I am now working as the Youth Affairs Coordinator of CKH Network, Coach Kamal Hassan Network. So I'm contributing for more than 7,000 students directly by the employability skills, not me actually. So what I learned from all this journey is not about me, it's all about we. So from that point on, I specifically are contributing for the youth development, and most importantly, I want to continue this journey of addiction throughout my life. So most important focus, what I always focus on is my aim with this addiction is creating history together. My tagline is of my life, creating history together. So that's from my side actually. And specifically, if I want to tell about Toastmaster a little bit, so I came to know about Toastmaster in 2017. So later on, I actually was trying my best to be connected with Toastmaster for a long time. But most probably there was so much, there were a little bit less effort in me that I couldn't actually find, or I couldn't be actually connected with Toastmaster Club. So later on, in 2020, so I got connected with Mirpur Toastmaster through Sakib Bhaiya. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakib Bhaiya, because I suddenly texted Mirpur Toastmaster Club page specifically, and he knocked me that, brother, how are you? So that was the journey with connecting, by connecting with the Toastmaster Club Mirpur, and I was connected with Sakib Bhaiya from BYLC specifically. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. It's a precious opportunity for me to be a Toastmaster of Mirpur Toastmaster Club. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shariar, and for your wonderful speech. And it's my pleasure to meet with you at BYLC for several type of program, and I learned something from you from many other events. Now, this of the time, I like to request our second speaker, and I like to request our second speaker evaluator. He is none other than Toastmaster Yusra Bint Sikandar for his sharing his expectations for his second speaker. Toastmaster Yusra Bint Sikandar.
Thank you so much, Timod. Today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Sakif, who is also our Toastmaster of the evening. His pathway is Mastering Fundamental, Level 1, Evaluation and Feedback Project 1. He has a very wonderful title that is Purpose of Life. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The member will deliver a well-organized speech on any topic. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. Just a heads up to the timer, the time length is 5 to 7 minutes. I really look forward to your speech, Toastmaster Sakif. Best of luck. Over to you.
Thank you very much, evaluator 2, Toastmaster Yusra Bint Sikandar. Now, these of the time, I like to request and invite our second speaker. He is Toastmaster Sakif Amsad Al-Haq, and we will present it today, Pathway Mastering Fundamental, Level 1, Evaluation and Feedback Project 1. His title, the title of his speech is Purpose of His Life. And Toastmaster Sakif is working many other organizations like BYLC, British Council, and involve many other youth development practitioners. And today, now this of the time, I like to request our second speaker, Toastmaster Sakif. Toastmaster Sakif representing his Project 1, Level 1, Evaluation and Feedback. Toastmaster Sakif. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you very much for welcoming me here today. Yesterday, I was depressed and find out the purpose of my life. But every single step, I stopped and thought that why we are here and where we wanted to go. Observing the current scenario of Bangladesh, it makes me sad and looking for what is the purpose of the life. The life is very much difficult to stay with positivity and find out the purpose of the living. And you already know about that. The COVID-19 situations give us many of the lessons of our life today. But according to the scenario in Bangladesh, we're really frustrated about our life, and we are so much curious what will be the purpose of the life. Many of the time we face this problem in our every journey, and every step we always try to find our purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, guests in this evening, I will help you to find out the way of life, of life purpose, where you are, where you want to go, or where you want to be. If I go to the dictionary and find out the word is purpose, what I comes to me, the meaning comes to me is that the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. And your life purpose consists of central motivating aims of your life, the reasons you get up every morning. Purpose can guide life decisions, influence behavior, shape goals, and offer a sense of direction and create meaning. For some people, purpose is connected to vocations, meaningful, satisfying work. For others, their purpose lies in their responsibility to their family and friends. Others seek meaning through the purpose of life spiritually or religiously. And some people may find their purpose clearly expressed in all these aspects of life. And purpose will be unique for everyone. And what you identify as your path may be different from others. And what's more, and your purpose can actually shift and change throughout life in response to the evolving priorities and fluctuations and or your own experience. I ask you many of the time, who am I and where do I belong and when do I feel fulfilled? This is the question we ask many of the time, where we are come from, where we want to go, and where I will be. But some of the time we never find our purpose because according to our negativity, it fully differentiate our purpose of a life. But you should if you are interested to know your purpose of your life, you should ask yourself these three questions. Who am I? Where do I belong? And when do I feel fulfilled? There are ways to help you to find out of your purpose. And it is important there is some popular method in your life to find your purpose. It's called Ikigai, the Japanese method of finding your life purpose. It's defined into 4 sectors. 1, what you love. 2, what the world needs. 3, what you can be paid for. And the final one, what you are good at. If I go to the inner side of this method, I just find out that passions, what is your passions of your life, what is your missions, and what is your profession, and what is your vocation. When you come together, whole other thing, only one platform, only one particular steps, you can find out yourself what is your purpose of your life. And the compassion is very important, and patience is very important than anything other else. But most of the time, we can try to find out that we don't have any purpose. If asked of my trainer many of the time, why we should do this? What is the purpose of attending this training session? Somebody said that you offer a certificate. Somebody said that I get benefited of that. But most of the participants, they never know that why he or she joined in this training, or why he or she joining in this particular program. First of all, you know your first steps to find out your own purposes. Because I am your development practitioner, I love to work with youth, and I want to help them for the development of any different particular activities of their life, and try to help them to figure out that why they are joining in a Toastmasters or others activities for their life. And I all of the time say to everyone why you should want to join Toastmasters Club. Here is a very positive and learning platform. Nobody can judge you your mistakes. Everybody help you to find out that how you can develop yourself day by day. In any of the moment of your life, you cannot find out your purpose. I think that Ikigai, this method will help you to find your happiness and purpose of your life. At the end of my speech, I want to share one of the most popular quotations from the movie Shawshank Redemption. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best thing, and no good things ever die. So thank you very much, and thank you all. Now that I over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Saki. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Sakis, and I hope that all of our members and participants will find out the purpose of their life, and it's really helpful for them to be a good potential and effective person for their life today. Now this of the time, I like to request our third speech evaluator. He is none other than from North-South University Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Wahidullah Sheikh. Toastmaster Wahidullah Sheikh.
Thank you so much. Today, I'm fortunate enough to be the evaluator of Toastmaster Tajin Tisha, who is an enthusiastic, energetic, and hardworking lady. Taking challenge and public speaking is her passion. So far, I have known her. She is a very dedicated public speaker. Toastmaster Tajin Tisha will be delivering her speech from Pathways, Presentation Mastery, Level 2, Project 3, Introduction to Toastmasters Mentorship with the title Experiencing as a Protege. This project introduces the value of mentorship and the Toastmasters view of mentors and proteges. The purpose of this speech is to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes long. She will be sharing her story from a time when she was a protege and share the impact and importance of having a mentor. I wish you all the best with your speech. I'm sure you are going to do a wonderful job. Over to Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Wahidullah Sheikh. Now I like to request our third speaker. She is none other than Toastmaster Tajin Tisha. She is a successful professional in telecom industry with more than 6 years experience and always ready to take challenge and find out an enlarged scope to learn and grow more in the new tech survey world. And she is a passionate learner, traveler, tech enthusiastic, and writer. Now I like to request and invite our third speaker of this evening, our Toastmaster Tajin Tisha. She will represent Pathway Presentation Mystery Level 2 Project 3. Toastmaster Tajin Tisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. How many of you are mentors here? Let me see the hands. Quite a few. Those who didn't raise your hands, I'm taking that you are still a mentee or a learner, isn't it? But I bet you might be unknowingly mentoring someone somewhere else for some particular skill. Let me start with a simple story. Once there was a competition among 4 animals. First one was monkey, then a lion, then a fox, and last one was crocodile. The test was very simple. They have to climb a tree. Let's guess who won the contest. Of course, the monkey. Exactly, because the monkey is the expert of climbing the trees. Now, if you can train or mentor a fox or a lion, they might do it for a certain level. But what about the poor crocodile? Can any amount of mentoring or training could make him climb up the tree? No. The crocodile would think himself that all his life was a complete lie. So my point is here, friends, that everyone has a set of skills and all of them have different ways to do it. You just have to realize which one is yours. fellow Toastmasters members and dear guests, a very good evening to all of you. Today, I'll be talking something about mentorship and my experience as a protege. I was lucky enough that I got my realization at a very young age. I had a passion for dancing. Yeah, I was eating dancing, sleeping dancing, and moving dancing all the time. The dance was in my blood. But you know, at that time, our typical Bangladeshi parents, they didn't see it in a very good way. Eventually, my dad wants me to be the next Runa Laila of my generation. Even he bought a harmonium so that I can pursue my career in singing. Can you believe it? At that time, trust me, I felt like that crocodile. All my life was nothing but a complete lie. Just think, if I started singing back then, what would happen? I couldn't be the next Runa Laila for sure, but I definitely end up being the female version of Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman. Oh my God, let's forget about the nightmare. Let's concentrate on my passion. So day by day, my passion became my obsession. All of the time I was thinking about dancing, not the classical one. I was so much attracted to Western moves, you know. At that time, my idol was Britney Spears, Jello, Shakira, and many more. But I never been to a dancing school, nor I get the chance to be mentored or trained or can have the ABCD of dancing. I got the true inspiration from someone who is still in my heart. She is like an elder sister to me. She is not even a professional of dancing, but I believe she was born with that skill. I was truly amazed how beautifully she turns around and do all the steps and moves. So with that motivation, I went to her and asked her to give me some dancing tips so that I can be like her. I wanted to be like her so badly. She looked at me and smiled. You know, dancing is a form of art. If you worship this, you must have patience and love for this art. You cannot be a super dancer overnight, but with step-by-step learning, you can develop it. So whenever I get to perform in my college programs, from that day to this day, I always take her advice, discuss with her. And you know what? It always feels great when you talk to someone who actually admires your skill and encourages you, motivated you all the time. She was the only one who could actually see the craziness for dancing in my eyes. At that time, I was not certain about the terms mentor, protege, and beautiful bonding or relationship between these two. But now, if you ask me who was the first mentor of your life, I will surely tell her name, who throughout my life was mentored me to develop my dancing skill. I was born with a limitation. I can confess it here. The limitation was I had a defective right leg. For that, when I was 1 year old, I had to undergo a major right leg hip joint surgery. So you can probably guess why my parents was scared of letting me doing those stuffs, dancing stuffs. My physician also warned me not to take the chance of dance. It would not be a wise idea to put it in my head. But my mentor actually encouraged me. For her, I overcame that physical limitation because I had true devotion for dancing. And I know now that through the right mentoring, I can think positively. With right positivity, she brought me from that level to this. I would like to thank her for this, that I am right now who I am, a confident and courageous and fearless lady. Like dancing, I believe public speaking is also an art. So these attributes are really very useful right now for me. Being confident I am right here in this platform. And without right mentorship, this platform is ready to give you anything and everything you want. That's how Toastmaster envisions mentorship. Selflessly grow together and learn together towards a definite goal. So, my Toastmaster journey has just begun. I'm eagerly looking forward to uplift myself from a protege to an expert mentor in this incredible platform. Let me know who is up to be my next protege. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, Sachin Sarcharatisha, for your wonderful speech. And this speech find out that Toastmasters live in mentorship, and where we are learn together, grow together, and develop of our communications, public speaking, and leadership journey. Now, this of the time is a very good session going to start right now. And I am really so much excited about this session. That is table topic sessions. And here is a master of the table topic session who comes to you, given some of the topics and give you some challenges. Now I like to request to welcome our table topic master of this evening. He is none other than table topic master Devashish Bhomik. Table topic master, Toastmaster Devashish Bhomik. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Table is most interesting session as you know, and today's session. In table topic session, we actually used to practice impromptu speaking. It is very important because everywhere we need this in campus, in family, in our institutions, everywhere it is very needed. We need to speak on our feet instantly. So this practice is very important for all of us. Any speaker, even guests, are allowed to participate in speaking. So we usually encourage everyone, usually guests, to participate in this session. I'll show you topics, then select someone, and he or she have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes on the topic. So who want to be the first volunteer? Anyone from the guest? Yes. Important. Who wants to participate first?
I can.
Yes, Alif Hasan. Okay, let me share my screen. Toastmaster Alif Hasan.
Yes.
Today's all the topics are related to our theme actually. Today's theme is you can if you think you can. So you are ready, right?
Yes, I'm always ready.
All the topics are related to the actions that help you to achieve what you desire. So please choose one number among these 6.
1.
1, okay. It is you have to accomplish something when you have no prior experience.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. This is Toastmaster Alif Hasan, and I'm from NSU Toastmaster Club, and I'm also the area L3 PRM. So basically, what the topic is, what you have to accomplish that without prior experience. I want to ask everyone who have actually done anything for the first time and was afraid it will go wrong. Please raise your hand. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone. That means you are all so confident like me that, okay, the first time it's rock. Okay, so basically, I'm going to share with an experience about my club journey that of Toastmasters, because it was the beginning when I joined any public speaking institute. So first of all, when I entered in the at Toastmasters, it was a really good experience. I didn't have the experience of public speaking before. But when I entered the Toastmaster, I was welcomed really with a grand. At that time, I was thinking, okay, will I be able to speak in front of the public? But yes, I gained confidence within me. And since I didn't have any prior experience, the confidence only worked out for me, and I started speaking. And today, I'm here speaking in front of you, volunteering as a table topic speaker. Over to the table topic speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your nice informative speech. So who will be your next volunteer? I got two hands from Shohag, Toastmaster Shohag and Toastmaster Mejba Rahman. Let's start with Toastmaster Shohag.
Sure.
Toastmaster Shohag, here is your screen. Please choose among 2 to 6.
No, I would go for number 5.
Number 5, okay. So it is recognize the opportunity at hand. Now it's easier than ever to learn new skills. You have to talk about all the opportunities we have. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Over to you.
These days, we have lots of opportunities. I often stumble what to choose because times are limited. And of course, our purpose is also limited. So in my one life, I cannot do anything I would like to do. For that, so I need to prioritize first. While prioritizing, so it's sometimes difficult, but of course, we need to find our purpose and we need to choose something that really helps us to meet that purpose. For that, basically, you always need to prioritize. So for me, myself, I prioritize continuously. So every year, I try to learn something new, which is very much beneficial to reach my personal goal. For that, this year, I have taken a goal of improving my public speaking and communication skill. For that, even though last year I joined in Toastmaster, this year, I have been giving more time to Toastmaster than the last year. For that, I studied all my pathways and I already taken my second pathways even. I have started reading all these projects so that I can do better in terms of public speaking and communication. So with that really helping me in many different ways. It's not only public speaking, it is also helping me to understand different kind of projects, how to conduct those. For example, other day, I was learning about how to use a podcast for attracting audiences. While I was reading about these podcast projects, I learned so many things about attracting different kind of audience, and that is basically helping me to network with many other people. I'm making list of whom I can contact for my next podcast at Toastmaster project. You see, with those kind of opportunities, it is not only public speaking that is improving for myself. I'm also able to learn so many things beyond Toastmaster, and I can also take this Toastmaster project to outside Toastmaster, and that is really helping me. Thank you. Over to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shohag. It was a real nice presentation of your empowering speaking. So now I would like to have some volunteer among the ladies. Who wants to be? Toastmaster Alfie, are you guest or Toastmaster?
Guest.
Guest, okay. So let me share. So which number you want to choose?
4.
4, okay. Stop looking for a secret trick. There is no miraculous shortcut for achieving anything.
Okay. So thank you for this topic. Assalamualaikum. I'm Alfie. And actually what was my topic? That is, there's no shortcut. We have to take long cut. That is, we have to do something, forget something. If we want something that is our dream, so we have to go by step, which is, if I want to achieve a good, if I want to achieve some goal, like I want to be an engineer, so what I have to do? First, I have to admit in a institution for honors, and then I have to practice my study, and then if I practice well, not only if I just work, if I study, that I then I will become a good engineer, but I have to practice, and practice. The more practice will make me a better engineer. So that is the step by step procedure. So if I take a shortcut, no, I don't need to practice, I will just study here, and then I will become an engineer after 4 years. There's no shortcut rule. So we have to study with practice, and with more practice and practice, and then it is the long procedure. So that's all for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfie.
Thank you so much.
Probably this will be the last opportunity. Who want to be our next? Naimul Hussain. Naimul Hussain has raised the hand. Can you speak up? Where are you? I'm not seeing you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having a problem with my webcam, so I have to turn it off and just voice it out.
Okay, no problem. Let me share. Choose among these three, 2, 3, and 6.
3.
Here is your topic. If you think you can, the guideline should be your vision, not anybody else.
Hello everyone, I'm Sir Naimul Hussain. I'm an entrepreneur, and my company's name is Teaching. So it is an e-learning platform that enables teachers to provide education and democratize quality education for everyone. So we have seen that there are a lot of hurdles that come up in an entrepreneur's life, right? So we have seen that there are limited knowledge, and as if I say about my life, I faced a lot of difficulties. First of all, there were limited knowledge. I had limited knowledge. I had limited experience regarding every field, and also I didn't know what to do and what is the right move. So I just questioned myself where I want to go and what is the vision that I see about with my company. And when I see that what is the purpose of this company, I find out there are a lot of ways that we can do the works, and there are a lot of pathways where I can walk on and fulfill my dream. So this is how I take care of the vision. This is how I take care of going towards the pathway and implement my work. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Naimul. Were you a guest or Toastmaster?
I'm a guest.
Okay, perfect. So I can go for another one. Rick is very interested to participate. So I'm giving him an opportunity to take the last slot. So Rick, are you ready?
Yes.
Which number do you want? 2 and 6?
2.
2.
Accept help from other people. Don't let your pride get in the way. Most successful people needed help along the way too.
You understand the topic? If you think you want to do something, you want to achieve something, then you need to take help from others.
Yes.
Take this. Okay, start.
So many things happened in my life. In online I have many city tests. In that time, my parents told me not to be afraid, not to just go around and get shocked by the questions. But my parents told me be confident. They gave me confidence. So in that time, I needed a lot of help from my parents, and today I have passed those tests, and so I'm very glad for that. And now the first time I was in 3C, roll number 26. Now I got into 4B, and now my roll number is 13. So I'm very grateful for taking help from my parents. So thank you all.
Wow, great.
Thank you, Rick, for your nice presentation. So it's over from my side. Now I am passing the mic to Toastmaster.
There was
Thank
6.
you.
Number
Mr. Debashish Bhumik, your time is not over, but you have to give something as a gift to Rick, what presentation he has given. He is much smarter than you so far. Audience and guest will be agree with me. He's much smarter than you. So you have to give something. Thank you very much.
Yes, Toastmaster Mezba, that's the way I am bringing him up actually. Thank you. Keep him all of your prayers. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. Actually, I feel some positivity right now in these topics. And one younger person who's given this speech is really mind-blowing. And all of the table topic master and speaker, their involvement increase our value of our meeting. So now this is the time of the evaluation session. Now this is the time what we do all over the meeting, how many eyes going on, and how many grammatical mistakes we can make ourselves. So now I like to request the general evaluator of our fifth regular meeting of Mirpur Toastmasters Club. Now I'd like to Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jemi to come with his team.
Wow, thank you very much, Toastmaster the evening, table topic masters. Wow, fabulous meeting so far done. If I ask you, how was the meeting? Definitely you'd say wonderful, but how do you say so without the general evaluator's evaluation? So general evaluation, I mean, the evaluation is called the breakfast for Toastmasters meeting, and the feedback, I mean, positive feedback is called the breakfast for champions. If you want to become champion, definitely you need feedback, positive feedback from an evaluator, how you can develop, what are the things that you can still work on. We all need people who will give us feedback. That is how we improve. Indeed, isn't it? That's why we all attend Toastmasters meeting, right? So here we start with the prepared speech evaluation. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Shahriar Alam, and his evaluator was Toastmaster Tazeen Sarjana Haktisha. I would like to invite Toastmaster Tazeen Sarjana Haktisha to evaluate our first speaker's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Wow, that was a wonderful ice-breaking speech from Toastmaster Shahriar Islam. Ladies and gentlemen, here we heard about a courageous person who needs to be pursued and had the best come out of him. Let me share the things that I absolutely loved about your speech. The strongest point of your speech were, number one, you were very confident throughout your speech. That shows you were very much prepared with your content or nicely crafted speech. You had a clear opening, a good body, and a concrete conclusion. Number two, from your speech, we got to know about the addiction. With that word, you kept a little surprise for the audience. As usually, we don't think or take this word very positively. So there, you wonderfully kept the title in line with your speech. One thing was very commendable that you talked about three things. Those were very insightful. Number one, for developing society, develop yourself first. Number two, Dedication is something when you challenge your limit. And number 3, grow more, contribute more. Those things clearly shows how clear-headed you are towards your career, towards your goal. So congratulations on that. You know, I believe there is always a room for improvement. So I would like to give you some tips as a recommendation if you like to hear Toastmasters Sharia Islam. Number 1, I felt your eye movement. Sometimes you were lost from the camera. It actually confused me and actually made me less interested to listen to you throughout the time. You were lost in between, you were looking some like here and there. So don't do this. Try to fix your eye throughout the webcam so that I can feel that I am connected with you all the time. And the other thing that I felt, the slight lack of transition of the story. You remember when you tell about the Toastmaster that a big brother invited you to come to this platform and you joined Toastmaster lately in 2020. But I was waiting for the time when you could say something about what you are expecting from this platform. But that time didn't came up. So I think there was a slight transition and slight lack of the storyline. You could finish it with the expectation and hopes from this platform. So on sum up, I would like to say that you were confident enough. You came up with a good story which complements your title, and you made a good audience engagement. Just work on your eye contact and try to use connecting words to make a successful transition of the story. I believe this feedback will help you in preparing your next projects. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you. Over to the general evaluator.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. What an evaluation it was, Tajin Sarjana Haktisha. That was fantastic.
Thanks so
I think
much.
this time I'm not competing and you are competing there. Hopefully you can reach this stage this year. Thank you very much. What a evaluation it was. Now, our second speaker was Toastmaster Saqib Amzad, and his evaluator was another champion speaker from Bangladesh, Yusra Binte Sikandar. Yusra Binte Sikandar from IOB Toastmasters, and she went to district final in a humorous speech contest. Yusra Binte Sikandar to evaluate our second speaker's speech.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Saqib. Where is my Superman? He has actually handled double roles today. I'm extremely proud of you. You have surpassed the limit. Very good. Congratulations. I absolutely love how strong your vocal is. You know, you just grabbed my attention when you started off. You started off by reflecting a common problem that I suffer at daily basis. Like, what is the purpose of my life? Especially in this pandemic, I think everybody can relate. So I felt like an absolute connection between me and you. Like we both were facing the same problem. You have put out different perspectives, different definitions about purpose, like what it means, what kind of effect it has around us. So it was giving a proper objective about what I'm looking forward to, what your entire speech is about. And then you led out a helping hand, which was absolutely brilliant, by saying, I will help you to find a purpose of life. Now, I was completely enlightened because you have pointed out a problem, you made me realize about it, and then you were enlightening me by proposing a solution to what can I do to overcome this problem. But I feel like the entire speech could have been a bit more effective. You were absolutely brilliant, just a bit more effective if you stood up and owned the platform instead of sitting. So I could just see like the upper portion of your shoulder and your head. So you were missing out your gestures. So when you're standing out, you can move, you can show your hands. And when you're able to show your gestures, you can put out more emotions and drama to it. For example, when you say, who am I? Where do I belong? Where do I feel fulfilled? So you can put all the drama and emotions into it. If you're standing up, you can express your gestures and movement. Other than that, you shared the solution of the Ikigai, a Japanese method. I've never heard of it before, so I was really impressed to hear something new, and how I can, how I can implement it in my own life, how I can share it with my other friends and with my surroundings, how I can inspire other people. So that was absolutely brilliant. And I really, really loved how you ended with a big, great bang. That is a very good quote from a very inspiring movie. Everybody loves it. I love it. Shawshank Redemption. And it's a very good quote. You just ended with a light of hope. It acted like the light at the end of the tunnel, that it's fine to be clueless in your life, to lose the purpose of your life, but with this quote and with the proposed method that you have given us, we can absolutely achieve anything we want. So all in all, you have a very great vocal, hold on to it, good usage of stories and statements. You know how to align and organize your speech. So you are able to hold on to your audience and lead them from just right at the beginning till the end. And definitely not to forget the very good clincher, the ending. The conclusion was the cherry on top. It was absolutely brilliant. And the recommendations that is on your platform, put the camera setting at a very good place so that you can show your gestures. So believe in yourself. If you think you can, then of course you can achieve everything, just as the theme says. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. No, sorry, General Evaluator.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ishta. What an evaluation it was as well. See, champion level evaluation. I mean, if I were there as a speaker over there, see the step by step gesture, posture, hand movement, voice modulation, language. I mean, why shouldn't we improve? We should. If this kind of feedbacks are there, that is Toastmaster meeting. So now it's time to invite our third speaker's evaluator. Our third speaker was Toastmaster Tazeen Sarjanatisha, and her evaluator was Toastmaster Wahidullah Sheikh. I would like to request Wahidullah Sheikh from North South University Toastmasters Club to evaluate our third speaker's speech.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. At first, I would like to congratulate our third speaker, Toastmaster Tajin Tisha, on completion of your speech. Your speech was very wonderful and mesmerizing, I must say. And your speech reflected the fact that how good you have become as a public speaker. I really loved the way how you began your speech with this story of all of them climbing up a tree. And you also pinpointed the fact that the crocodile would think that his entire life was a waste of time, whereas that crocodile did not have that ability to climb up a tree, no matter how hard he tried. In this process, you also proved the point that it's not only important for you to have a mentor, but it's also important for the mentor to know how to mentor you about your limitations and your level of expertise. And depending on that, your mentor will mentor you. So your speech focused on both the points that I found wonderful. And when you were speaking of the story, you created the ground to hit the main theme of your speech, which was about the elder sister that you talked about who trained you to dance. And at one stage you have become quite good dancer because it was your passion. In this process, we can also understand how much gratitude you have for that sister. It was very evident. And when you were delivering your story, it was very smooth. And you had excellent level of gratitude for your sister. Your speech was excellent, there is no doubt about it. However, there is always room for improvement, and I have 3 specific recommendations for you. Your main theme of the speech was about your mentor, who was your elder sister, basically. Somewhere I felt that you needed to be a bit more elaborate about your sister, how she helped you in gaining your purpose, how she helped you to become a good dancer. Your details was very nice. However, I felt like if you added a bit more details, that would have been wonderful. Now, second recommendation would be, I really loved the way how energetic you were throughout the speech, the flow, the fluency. It was wonderful. However, I felt like at 5 minutes, the level of your energy dropped a little bit. It is important for all of us to keep the energy level even throughout the speech. And therefore, I would suggest you to make sure that you have the same level of energy from beginning to end. And third third recommendation that I would like to have is you need to create a balance between introduction and conclusion. My personal opinion is that the amount of time you spend for introduction, you need to spend same amount of time for your conclusion part. Otherwise, this becomes abrupt, which is not actually desired. Aside from that, it was an amazing speech. Your energy level was very nice. Your body movement, eye contact, it was perfect. I loved your sense of humor in which you said that maybe I would have become the female version of Mahfuzur Rahman. Last but not the least, I would like to say that the message you delivered was very clear, and it ended with a very smooth message and clear message. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Wow, another fabulous evaluation. Thank you. 3 champion evaluators today in our meeting. Wow, thank you. Great evaluation. Thank you very much. Let's move on to our auxiliary role takers report. First, I would like to invite the grammarian of today's meeting, Toastmaster Rene Saha, to submit his grammarian's report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami. Whenever we speak, we sometimes make grammatical mistakes. It could be consciously or unconsciously. So I'm here to point out those grammatical mistakes. And the surprising thing was I didn't find that much of grammatical mistakes in our speech. It was in today's conversations, and it was quite awesome. So still, I pointed out some of the mistakes. So first, let's talk about speaker one, Shahriyar Alam. It was his ice-breaking speech. He didn't make any grammatical mistakes. I didn't notice any grammatical mistakes in his speech. But yeah, I did find something. He repeatedly said specifically. I think it was more of the concern of the R counter. But I would like to also say about this, as I didn't find any grammatical mistakes in his speech. So kudos to him. Then speaker two, our Toastmaster Sakib, who was as well as the Toastmaster of the day, as well as the speaker, second speaker. His speech was very optimistic, but still he made some grammatical mistakes, and the sentences he made mistakes on. The first one is there are ways. He said there are ways. It should be there are ways. What is your passion? So what is your, he said, what is your passions? So I think there's something jumbled with the single and plural words. What is your purpose of your life? I think it would be better if you say, what is the purpose of your life? And the most important one, I think most of us do make this mistake. One of the most popular quotes, not one of the most popular quote. It should be one of the most popular quotes. We always make this mistake. And now that would be all for Sakif, Toastmaster Sakif. Now I would like to talk about Tazin Sanjana Tisha. She didn't make any mistakes, grammatical mistakes, but just one sentences. In just one sentence, I pointed out a single mistake. That was, she said, letting me doing. I think she was talking about her parents, letting her do something, letting her join in dance classes. I think she said, letting me doing. I think the sentence should be letting me do, or let me doing, something like that. And her speech was quite humorous, and it actually surprised me a lot, and I actually liked her speech very much. Now, the most surprising thing about the conversations, about the table topic session, well, the new guests we had today, and they made their conversations, and I didn't find that of grammatical mistakes from those newcomers. I won't say newcomers. I would like to say that I have seen them for the first time, some of them for the first time, and they didn't make any mistakes. And the treat was looking at Rick, Master Rick. He was quite confident, and that actually inspired me. Even the last time I saw him, it was quite encouraging. That was all. I didn't find any mistakes rather than these ones. Now I would like to call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami.
Thank you, Mr. Grammarian, Toastmaster Rene Saha, for the grammarian's report. What happens when we give any specific feedback, we do not mention the name. When we give appreciation for using good words, we use name. When we give a report on using word of the day, we use name. But for giving, talking about improvement area, we do not mention the name. That should be without mentioning the name. Next time, yeah, this is the first time you are playing as the role as a grammarian.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now it's time to invite another important role taker, that is our counter, Toastmaster Mahbub, the account of today's meeting with his report.
Thank you, General Riveter Toastmaster Jami. I found every speaker done very good speaking skill. So still there have some improvement place. So I wanna share that. Speaker 1, he made multiple R's and 4 double words. And speaker 2, he made 1 R, 2 double word, and 1 long pause. And speaker 3, no R's, 1 double word, and 2 long pause. And the table topic speaker, Toastmaster Alif Hassan, he made 5 R's and 2 double word. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Shohad, no R's, 2 double word. Speaker 3, guest Alvi, she made 1 R's and couple of double words. And speaker 4, guest Said, he made couple of R's and 1 long pause. And speaker 5, young boy, Eric, am I right?
Rick.
Eric. His name is
Only Rick.
Only Rick.
No, Bhumik Rick is my real name, but only Rick you can say.
Okay. So Rick, he made couple of R's and 2 double Y. This is from my evaluation. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you very much, our counter Toastmaster Mahbubur Rahman. This is most probably your first time you are playing the role of our counter. Now it's time to invite the timer of today's meeting. He is Arif Zawad. Arif Zawad, timer of today's meeting.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. I was really amazed to see the timing of all of the speakers. They all have managed to keep their speech in time. A big round of applause for them. The first speaker, Sharia Islam, took 4 minutes and 49 seconds. The second speaker, Sakif Amjad, took 6 minutes 32 seconds. And the third speaker, Tanzin Sanjana Tisha, took 6 minutes 59 seconds. The table topic speakers were very much precise also. The first table topic speaker took 1 minute 51 seconds. The second table topic speaker took 1 minute 57 seconds. The third table topic speaker took 1 minute 23 seconds. The fourth one took 1 minute 34 seconds, and the fifth and the final table topic speaker took 1 minute 3 seconds only. But I'm really glad our evaluator took slightly bit more time. Our first evaluator took 3 minutes 12 seconds. Our second evaluator took 3 minutes 22 seconds, and our third evaluator took 3 minutes 29 seconds. That's all. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All the evaluators are eligible to be voted to become champions, though will not be declaring champions today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now it's time for general evaluation. Let's start from the subject announcements. Meeting started 10 minutes late, so we were waiting for the president and 2 more role takers. As in Toastmaster, we really value the time. We try our level best to start our meeting on time. So all the role takers, including club leaders, I would like to request you everyone. So as we are scheduling our meeting 1 week ahead, so please mark your calendar and be in meeting on time before 7:30 p.m. so that meeting can be started on time. Okay? And as we do not have a fixed subject norms, how we can fix? How can we fix? We cannot, because the club hasn't been chartered yet. Club will charter, we'll have a exco members. So we'll have Sajid Arms. But Arif Zawad did a fabulous job. Thank you, Arif. Note it down next time when you play the role of Sajid Arms, you need to do certain things. Number one, you need to start meeting with a smiling face so that you give a warm welcome to all the guests and members. So we feel really warm, okay? And second thing, you read out the Toastmasters mission statement. Third, you just talk about the rules and regulations, what you did. Don't reveal the theme of the day, because that's the responsibility of Toastmaster of the evening, because he has prepared his story, a lot of big script to reveal to a theme of the day. So this is not the responsibility of Southern Arms, but you do have wonderful responsibility to introduce your gorgeous, handsome president in a, adding a lot of adjectives, okay? So you need to introduce him in a proper way. Okay, that's ultimately role of a certain arms. And let's come to the president. The first role of a president in Toastmasters meeting to give a general briefing about Toastmasters thing. This is the new club because we are going to charter within a short time. So a lot of guests are here. So giving idea of Toastmasters is important from presiding officer. Second thing, like give the recognition of the presence of our guests, because guests are here. They need to be recognized either in the beginning or at the end of the meeting. Hopefully he has a plan to give the recognition at the end of the meeting to ask the opinions. Yes, he has, definitely has. So, and finally, introducing the Toastmaster of the evening with proper adjectives. Who is Toastmaster of the evening, what his designation, and a lot of things. For proper introduction is there. Yes, in Toastmasters we learn. Basically, I learned how to introduce a person before inviting him on the stage. And when I do it in my personal career, in my office, in my official program, I invite our VCs and board members. They become they feel special because the culture I learned from Toastmasters. So here we practice. And come to Toastmaster of the evening. You have done a fabulous job, well prepared. Thank you very much. For the speakers, yes, this is a kind of challenging in online meetings that we do have camera is there in front of computer. If a script is there, we can read it out. But if we read it out, ultimately we cannot develop. So next time, what Tisha did today, same thing you can do. Don't sit in front of your computer. Rather, be brave. Come out of the seat, stand, walk, and give your speech. Don't read it out. So yes, preparing a script is important. We call it a speech crafting. Do your speech crafting, but rehearse after crafting. Rehearse as much as possible. Once you rehearse, you are prepared for the meeting. Once you're prepared, you can perform better. So without reading from the script, perform, okay? And but you did a fabulous job, all the speakers and evaluators. Now, yeah, that was all from general evaluator involved. Thank you very much. It was wonderful meeting. I found it flawless meeting. All the role takers, speakers, evaluators were prepared today. Thank you for your great performance. Now over to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Sakib.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. And here we find out some other improvement section for our club. So now this is the time, 14 sections. Jamal Bhai, will you help, Toastmaster Jamal, will you help me to for opening a poll for this meeting?
Actually, we are using a classroom version of Zoom. So it's given by the government. And that version doesn't have any poll system. We cannot use this one.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hopefully in future, after chartering, we'll do that. No worry.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I welcome the president of Now this is the time I welcome the president of Mirpur Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Mr. Shafiq. Say a few words.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakib. today is one of the best day in my life. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Rick. Rick is back. Rick was present in my first meeting, and finally Rick is back. And then what I have learned in this pandemic situation, that is in pandemic situation, some people are the victims and some people are the leaders. And here I have seen all the leaders, and there are some leaders of the leaders, they have joined in this meeting, and I'm really surprised and I am really honored, and we are really privileged, those who are working to be chartered as the member of the Mirpur Toastmasters Club. So thank you all of you who have joined and who have extended their hands to develop ourselves together. And it is proved that those who have joined here as new or as a guest, they can observe that this is what we work together in a Toastmasters Club. What you have seen already, all of we are learning together, and we are not criticizing to each other. We are trying to develop ourselves. And I would like to request Jamaluddin Jami Bhai just to have a short session with our guests and newcomers to give the real flavor about today's meeting. Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami, our sponsor, our leader, our trainer, and he is the everything for us. Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami.
Thank you, Mr. President, for your wonderful introduction this time. Thank you very much. So how many of you are for the first time today in our Mirpur Toastmasters meeting? Could you please start your video and show us your face? For the first time in Toastmasters meeting, I mean Mirpur Toastmasters meeting with this club. I can see Fahim, Pradipto Paul, Nafis, Irtija, Syed Naimul Islam, Hassan Mahmood, Ratul Das. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your feedback. How did you find the meeting? Please start your video and show your face. Yeah. Okay, Nafis Irtiza. Could you please unmute yourself and give us a little bit of feedback from where you are and how was the meeting? What's your opinion about that?
Hello, I'm Nafis. I'm from Mirpur, Bangladesh. So this is actually my second meeting, and I actually enjoyed both the sessions so far. And I think I learned a lot just by observing. Even though I have not participated in any of the meetings yet, I look forward to participating in future. I really enjoyed all the sessions, and I think the constructive feedbacks have really helped me, even as I just observed. Looking forward to more. Thank you.
Thank you, Nafis, for your information. Those who are from Mirpur, Bangladesh, that Mirpur Toastmasters is totally new club, hasn't been chartered yet. So we are going to charter within a very short time. Once you have 20 members, we are just developing this club. But you see the enthusiasm and the interest among members to learn and change themselves. That is different. That is encouraging. So, I mean, there are members who took the roles for the first time today. Maybe this is their second meeting or first meeting or third meeting, but within this time they have transformed. But they are not limited to come to only this club's meeting. Rather, I have seen these people are joining in different clubs meeting so that they can learn so quick and they can incorporate that learning in their when they are taking these roles. Thank you. So what you can do as you are joining different places, different meetings, and we are working to charter a new club for Mirpur, Bangladesh. Hopefully we'll be doing so within a very short time. Let's see what happens. Now, can I see another face? Yes. Charna's brain talks. Could you please unmute yourself? Yeah, you are not audible. Yeah. No. Something is happening with your microphone. Maybe you are now. Yeah, you are now. No? Okay, we can go for Fahim.
Okay.
Yes, you are now. Charna's brain.
Can I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. I'm facing some silence. So for that, you cannot hear me.
So from where you are?
I'm Shafiqul Islam Chanras. I'm a student of Russian University, Department of Finance. Last semester.
Okay.
I'm also founder and CEO of Brain Talks. Brain Talks is a learning platform, training development platform, and consultancy.
Okay. So who invited you here today in this meeting?
Actually, I'm very grateful to Shahriar Islam. She's my brother. She invited me, and then last few days ago, I am attending a Zoom meeting with Shahriar. Then,
how did you find the meeting today?
I'm very specified for getting this meeting, attending this meeting.
Fine.
I find much more thing. How can you give your facilities? I'm very.
Do you think you can develop from by joining Toastmasters?
Yes, obviously. Last day I am said Shahriar. I joined here, but it needs some few times because there face some financial challenge. When I am prepare myself, I done my registration.
Okay, sure. You are most welcome. Don't leave the meeting. I mean, keep coming, okay? No worry about the registration or other thing. Just keep coming and keep enjoying the whole session. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your invitation.
Yeah. Anyone else for the first time today? Anyone for the first time?
Hello?
Sayed Naimul Haq. Yes.
Sir Naimul Hussain. Yeah.
Fine.
So I'm Sir Naimul Hussain. So this is my first meeting, and I saw about this event in a Facebook group, in a Facebook page, and I saw that Mr. Sakif is in this group, and he was also in my friend list. So I contacted him and found out about the meeting, and he was kind enough to send me the links and all the important information so that I can avail myself in this meeting. And
what do you do, said Naimul Hussain? What do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm working in an education technology company named Teach It. Right now, we are providing free live classes to the grade 5 students of government primary schools.
Fine.
So,
Fine.
yeah.
How did you find the meeting? I mean, do you think it was effective? I mean, still.
This was very effective. Like you have a lot of scopes to get better in public speaking. For example, if I think of Toastmasters, he starts the meeting, he introduces every members, and also you learn about the grammars, counters, and the timing. You have to finish in the right time. So there are a lot of scopes that helps to increase our public speaking ability, right? So
Are you planning?
I'm
join?
definitely planning to join, and I will join in every meeting, inshallah, and looking forward to it.
Fine. Syed Naimul Hussain, we are going to charter our club hopefully within this month. So we are recruiting our members. So if you are interested, Sakib will communicate with you and will give you the update of being part of the charter member. Okay?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you very
I'll
much.
communicate with Mr. Sakib.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else for the first time today? Shohag, Fahim, Hassan, Mahmoud. No one?
Today I'm joining Mirpur Toastmasters Club for the first time.
Okay, Shohag bhai, you are joining for the first time. Yeah.
Right.
From Bangla Link, that business tycoon. Yeah, please.
Now I really like this meeting. So even though I was not from the very beginning, but I like the meetings flow and everything. Of course, Rick make it more special for everyone. And all the I listen to all the evaluators. Evaluators are very, very great. It's you cannot differentiate with the established meetings evaluators and these meeting evaluators. Those are very, very really fantastic. And so is the topic master and all the sessions. So I really liked it. And that way our Mirpur Toastmasters Club's proposed president, finally again, introduce all the guests and hand it over to you. And I can see many promising leaders, business entrepreneurs, all are here. So it's so a mix of audiences and participants. I really liked it. So
thank you.
Hats off to Mirpur Toastmasters Club that before even starting or before chartering, they are doing great jobs. I'm sure everything is that great. So of course, I'd like coming back to this meeting every time it happens.
Wow, wow, thank you very much. So Toastmaster Shohag Hussain, MMR Shohag, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us, and keep coming and take some roles sometimes as well.
Will do.
Okay, Wahidullah Sheikh, do you want to say within 30 seconds anything?
Well, I'm really fortunate to be able to take part in today's meeting. I'm a bit sick because my blood pressure dropped a little bit. That's why. But I am really very fascinated about Toastmasters Club. That's why I could not hold myself back and not attend this club. And I'm really, I really hope to be very supportive as much as the club requires. And inshallah, I really see the club to a new level of height.
That's great. Hassan Mahmoud, you talk already, right? Hassan Mahmoud, are you there with us? No? Pradipta Paul, could you please start your video? Yeah, how did you find the meeting? You are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are, sir.
Okay, so first of all, this is not my first meeting. I was in the very first meeting of the Mirpur Toastmasters Club, but then somehow I was quite busy and couldn't join. When fortunately I joined today. So I'm from Asuna University of Science and Technology in second year, second semester, currently studying industrial and production engineering. So Shahriar Bhai is like a mentor figure for me. So he recommended this meeting and I joined today and found out that the meeting is quite amazing. Like you don't get so much amazing speakers under one roof so much often, and there's so much learning opportunity with those feedbacks, like how you always have to maintain your time while you give the speech, how you always have to maintain your grammars while you give your speech, and so many more things, and so many more things to take away after the end of the day. And hopefully I can take everything that's actually necessary for my growth. Thank you so much.
That's great. Thank you very much, Pradeep Tapal. Are you planning to join Toastmasters community?
I'm joining this meeting because I have a plan, obviously.
Okay, fine. That's great. So keep coming. Let's see when you can join. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
much. And anyone else who did not? Oh, Mohsin Miji Bhai, you did not take part in anything. So next time you are taking a role. Okay, Sakib, keep in mind that Mohsin Miji Bhai takes a role. Okay.
Sure. I am noted about that, and inshallah I will take a role.
Fine. Sakib will help you to prepare. Renessa, I'm giving the responsibility to Renessa. Renessa will help Mohsin Miji Bhai to prepare his icebreaker speech. Okay?
Okay.
So next meeting, Mohsin Bhai will be delivering his icebreaker speech. Yusra, do you want to say anything?
I'm the youngest of all. I don't even know what to say.
What could I say?
And I'm very pleased, and I usually do not take evaluation roles because I was the VPE in my club, and after a very long time I have been doing this consecutively, because before that I was only the kind of person who would mentor my club members that evaluation you could do this, you could say this, but it's very different to be not the coach and then play in the field. So yeah, I'm just improving. I'm very happy that I'm being a part of this amazing club. Thank you for having me.
I can see that. So yeah, you are preparing yourself for the future as well. Thank you very much. We learn from each other through continuous improvement. Yeah. Shohag, I can see Shohag Bhai. Could you please start your video? Shohag. No? Not interested? Okay. And Tazeen Sarjanatisha, are you there? Maybe you got disconnected. Fine. Over to you, our Alfie Ahsan from North South University, right? Could you please introduce yourself with, yeah. Alif Hassan.
Hi guys, I am Alif from Narsat University Toastmasters Club, and I'm also the area L3 PRM.
Wow.
Basically, I really love the meeting since it's not a chartered club event, but we are doing, you are doing it exactly better than a chartered club. So give a huge round of applause for Mirpur Toastmasters Club. You all deserve it. I know Mirza Bhai he used to come to NSC Toastmasters, and we are really good. We have a good bond over there, and awesome Mirza Bhai. It's awesome.
Thank you.
And overall, Jami Bhai, thank you so much. You did wonderful. And all the role takers were excellent. So that's all for me. And congratulations. Inshallah, soon you will be chartered.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. So with that note, we would like to finish today. So President, if you have anything to say, or should I finish the meeting? Yeah, over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Jamaluddin Jami Bhai, who can make anything into success, and I am really observing this. Thank you all. Thanks to join with us, and I'm really hopeful to have you again and again with us, and we will learn together, we will grow together. Thank you very much. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, and sorry, that's all for today. Thank you very much. Good night.
Okay, bye-bye. Allah Hafiz. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.